So when it's come to tapply function, so the tapply function allows us to apply function to elements of a vector, but those elements are grouped by level of one or more of other variables. Okay, so let us look at the arguments of this function, and let's pass in tapply, right? So we first have this element x, so this is the data. To summarize, in most cases it is a vector, right? And then we have index. So index represents a vector or list of vectors by which to apply the function to x. And then we have this function that is to be applied to x. So let us look at a simple example and say tapply, right? So in this case, we want to calculate the median wind. Okay, so median wind that we want to calculate. So we have to pass in x represent the data. So these are the values of wind, but it is wind by month, right? So it's wind by month. So here is month, and we want median, right? So this is how can we calculate median wind by month making use of tapply function, right? So tapply function returned a named vector of values that contain the median wind values by month. Remember, this here represents how do you want to group your data. So this here is a vector, okay? This here is the data that you want to summarize, right? So data that you want to use. In this case, we wanted the median wind, but the median wind by month. So we have to pass in this column of months. And this is the function to apply. If you remember in the first example where we calculated the average scores by product, we had to use the split function, right? But now we can simply just use what? Tapply function, right? And from tapply function, we want the data, which is score, right? And then we want the scores by product, okay? And we say the average scores, right? We group by product so that we can calculate the average scores. So here, in most cases, it is a vector that represents the data that you want to summarize, right? And let us run this. So we observed we get the same answer. But if you remember with sapply, we had to first split the data.